Okay, it's been probably about 12 hours and the first coat of poly is completely dry. Well past the 10-hour mark in terms of sanding, so it should be completely dry. And I noticed a problem. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's these ripples in the wood perpendicular to the grain. You can see these ripples. There's a couple, you know, if you look, there's these ripples. See these ripples? They run horizontally with the grain, and it's consistent. You see the ripples? Like, if you look in the window here, as I go back and forth, you can see those lines. Anyhow, that is from the drum sander. It happened on the last sanding with the 100 grit sandpaper. When I started over there, and I could tell that it was chattering a little bit, and I even noticed it in the wood a little bit. So I stopped and I took the paper off the drum and I cleaned off the drum, make sure there wasn't any sawdust in between the paper and the drum, cleaned it all up, put the sandpaper back on, and then I started running it again, and it seemed to have stopped. But if you look, I mean, it's consistent across the entire floor. There's like this even rippling. All these horizontal ripples. Anyhow, I guess I'm going to have to live with that. I mean, I really don't have a choice. I'm not stripping it back down again. So now I'm going to sand it according to Minwax recommendations. Use a 220 grit sandpaper, a red aluminum oxide, 220 grit. That's what I'm using. I'm going with the grain, and I already started sanding it right here. You can tell where I've sanded it, and I've gone over it a couple times. The areas where you see it heavier, that is sanding dust that is finding its way into low spots on the floor. Anywhere there's really heavy. Here's some over here. See this right here? That's a low spot in the floor of me not making sure that the drum sander was moving when I set the drum down onto the floor, which I thought I was doing really good with, but obviously there was a few areas where I wasn't able to do that. Now, the only reason you can really see it, of course, is because I've filled those ruts in with the sanding dust as I'm going back and forth. So all the more reason for me to want to sand in between polyurethane coats. Each time I put a coat of polyurethane down, I'm hoping that it has that self-leveling effect and it just levels right out. And in between, you sand off and you try to flatten it out. And that's what I'm working on now, sanding my first coat of poly after 12 hours. The regular Minwax super fast drying oil-based polyurethane for floors.